All right. Welcome
We're
back
back,
to Survivor Thoughts. I'm Gina,
and I'm Lisa.
and we're back. It is, what is it, season 48, episode 3,
Hmm.
and we're coming in. My phone just went off. I've been getting so many text messages just now from everybody. It's been busy. Anyway, so we come in from Tribal. It's the Green Tribe, and it's all dark, and it's after Kevin leaves, and Mary is at the bottom. Sai
Yes,
is blindsided by
sadly,
Cedric. Huh? Would you
sadly.
say? I know. I know. But I think Sai was kind of blindsided by Cedric and she played her
Yeah.
idol and she didn't need to, and they didn't tell her about the Kevin vote. So she came back and was all messed up. And
Hmm.
then so
Yeah.
she wants to go get the idol and then Mary does too.
Yeah.
So then it goes into the Orange Tribe and it's all about David. And David is a Chad, according to Camilla. Kyle thinks it's super cool that David lives in a trailer parked in front of his dad's home. You remember that?
Yeah. And actually, the whole David thing, when he started opening up just about like his personal life, like it really made me sad. And I just felt like a lot of sympathy for him
I
because
know.
he does seem like a really nice, good guy, who
Yeah,
like
no.
wants to, yeah.
He
So
wants
made
good
me sad.
things, but I feel like, well, he made like a bunch of mistakes when he was younger. Like he kind of fucked up his 30s and his 20s. He didn't do anything.
Yeah,
And now
maybe
what is he?
so.
38?
Hmm.
So now he's probably
So,
like, oh fuck. Oh fuck. And all
hmm
his friends are probably you know, not living in a trailer in front of their dad's home. Every time that was mentioned in the episode, it was always, yeah, I live in a trailer parked in front of my dad's home. I live in a trailer parked in front of my dad's home. Like it was always the
hmm
same. It was just like
Yeah,
on
and
the
Kyle
trip.
was trying to like help him out, like, oh, well, does he have a bunch of land? Like, and he's like, no, it's
Yeah,
just a
no,
normal
just a
house.
normal house. I know. Why would you want that, Kyle?
Right. He's like, I don't.
It was just the way that it was brought up. Like, he's like, yeah, I live in a trailer parked in front of my dad's home. Kyle's like, that is sick, bro. That is so sick.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm just a
It's
stupid
like,
lawyer. I wish I had your life.
I know, he's like, Dave was like, no, it's not, bro. It sucks.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that
Live
was
in a
so
trailer parked in
interesting.
front of my dad's house. Anyway. So anyway, I have written David is basically broke and wants a family.
Mhm.
So basically what I did was every part of the episode, I just wrote a couple of things down. So that's what I'm reading off. So then the next part, purple, is down and it has a bunch of sad music. And Joe is working his ass off making a bonfire. And everyone is like, look at Joe. Everyone loves Joe.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Eva and
it's true.
what's his name? Hershin.
Shaheen.
Shaheen. Was it Shaheen?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Hershin. I wrote Hershin. What the hell? Shaheen. Sorry about that. But he was even like, gosh, look at Joe. Look at him go. Anyway, he makes a huge bonfire. And then it kind of goes to Shaheen and about his little spot on the tribe. He's pretty much aligned right in the middle of the tribe, so he's like in a good little spot right now. And then it goes to the whole bonfire and how Eve loves bonfires and loves Joe and gives him something, a little something for his daughter.
Yeah.
And Thomas isn't impressed with that. And Shaheen and Thomas give each other the look, and we're thinking maybe Eve might be going home next on that tribe. I don't know.
Yeah. And I
Maybe.
just felt like, I mean, yeah, she might be, but I felt like their whole thing was kind of like just unnecessarily like catty and bitchy because
Hmm.
like, they're like, oh, you just like cut that off of a water bottle and gave it to him. And I'm like, well, it's
Yeah.
not like she has a Michael's Crafts around the corner. Like, what did you want her to do? Like, it was just a nice thing that she did. Like, and they're like,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
Well,
anyways,
because
yeah,
everyone loves Joe.
I
Everyone loves
know.
Joe. And they're all
Yeah.
jealous. Even I think he even said Thomas was like, I'm kind of jealous of how Eva is all up Joe's ass, basically.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
that's how it started. And then he said she just cut it off a water bottle.
Yeah.
That's funny though. Yeah. So
Yeah.
also about Thomas, did you get a good look at his face? Did you see his
Yeah. From the
eyes?
last episode. Yeah, when he got bonked in the eye trying to do that challenge.
Oh,
And
when
they
did?
didn't even so remember when they had to they each had to hold a stick and push against the ball.
Uh-huh.
So like when they were doing that, he was on one side and I forget who was on the other side, but she slipped and her stick went up and like hit him in the eye
Oh
during the
shit.
challenge.
Okay, because I
But
was looking at that. I was
they
like,
just kind of
dang,
yeah, they just kind of glossed over it and then it was never mentioned. So
that should have been mentioned. It was crazy looking.
I know it did look weird. I thought they would revisit it or at least touch on that. But yeah,
Yeah, interesting. Me and Matt were
but
like, oh my gosh, what happened? All concerned for him. Yeah. So, all right. So then it goes to the Green Tribe. And I said, Mary apparently hates looking for stuff. And Mary and Sai, oh, it was the Mary and Sai standoff with the idol hunting.
yeah,
And then I have Mary is egging it on, playing a mind game with her like the whole time. She even looks back and like gives that little look when Sai's like, you need to
right,
sit down. We're not going to take a daytime nap. Oh my gosh, there she
right.
goes. That whole little
Yeah.
Mary's like, oh, she's not looking. Oh, is she looking? Oh, oh. And then she's like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna run away. Like looking
I
for
know.
like
I
a
think it's funny because
reaction.
she wasn't even like Mary wasn't even really looking that hard. She was more just like making side chase her all
Hmm.
around the island, which I
Yeah,
thought
she
was
liked
really
it.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just liked how, because, Sai's just so sure in her own mind that she's right about everything, or
No,
like that
yeah.
she knows what's up and that people are,
Yeah.
being honest with her. And so I think that's why she like had such a hard time when they came back from the vote and she wasn't, she found out that Cedric
It's
or
yeah.
that she played her idol and she thought she didn't need to, but she did
Mm-mm.
need to because if she hadn't, like she still would have gone home. Like if Cedric hadn't sent anything to her,
No,
then so she
the
just
votes were
doesn't
gonna be all
understand.
on Kyle. She didn't need to play it at all.
Oh, Kevin, yeah,
I mean, yeah, Kevin.
yeah.
Yeah. She didn't
But
need to
I
play it at
think
all.
right, yeah, that's true. But remember
But I
Kevin and
but I think
Mary and stuff
Cedric just like forgot to tell her, oh yeah, we're got or I don't even know. Yeah, she got blindsided. Cedric
yeah.
is
But I'm glad they flushed the idol.
yeah,
And
for Mary's sake.
anyways,
Because then this
for
wouldn't be
Mary's sake,
happening if
right.
Sai is it Say or Sai?
I don't know. I've been saying sigh.
Sai? Say. Okay. Where if yeah, this little standoff wouldn't be happening at all if Sai still had the idol. So I really
Hmm.
liked this part because Mary just totally just playing right, but has the upper hand, I think, is kind of like
Yeah,
playing it better. Sai, I don't know, it's just kind of funny. So it was that little
yeah.
thing. And then it goes into the orange tribe and they're all clicking and getting along and hanging their little dirty underwears on a string. And Mitch wants to work with Charity. And there are
Hmm.
like Mitch pulls Charity out to the beach area and wants to work with her. And Charity's like, totally, totally, dude, you're my number one, whatever. And then Mitch takes Kyle out on like a little boat. And remember, they fall and then they get back in
Yes,
it. And then they go out and they're just like talking game. They're like, we're not even out here to do anything. We just wanted to get you out here on a boat.
right.
Um, and so basically that just kind of tells you where Kyle's at. So Kyle's kind of like playing this middle game in his tribe.
Hmm.
So he's
Hmm.
playing a good game.
Yeah.
So then it goes into Eva, the purple tribe, and Eva takes Star aside and asks Star if she has an idol because the only person who apparently doesn't know about this idol that Star has is Eva,
Hmm.
but Eva knows about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and
then
that was weird because like yeah, it was like Eva was asking Star about it as if she didn't know anything. Star already knows that she knows everything. So it was like so
but
immediately
Star
Star's like,
still
well, you're lying.
lied.
Right.
But I don't
Well, they
think
both
Star.
kind of lied, but yeah,
Oh
it was
yeah,
weird.
yeah. The first thing. Yeah. So it's just like this fake little conversation. So anyway,
Yeah.
it was that because then Star goes to Bianca. Like Star just does not want to work with Eva. So Star goes to Bianca and Thomas about getting out Eva, and they're both down for it. especially Thomas with his little water
I
bottle.
know. And I love that what's her name? Bianca. Well, after the when they go off and do their little mini challenge, she comes back and she's like, I needed to tell someone about this, and I think Thomas is the most trustworthy. I'm like, he's literally the biggest gossip and
Not.
the least trustworthy person on this whole team, like
Yeah.
probably the island. It was just
Yeah.
funny. She's like,
Yeah, I
please.
know. I know. So yeah, Thomas is getting good information from everywhere. Thomas had a good episode, actually.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So now we're kind of worried about Eva going home. And Joe, what if Eva goes home? What do you think's gonna happen to Joe? Joe's gonna be crushed. Will Joe let it
I mean,
happen?
well, that's the thing I was wondering is I don't know who else on the team really knows like the pact that he kind of made with Eva. So
Hmm.
it's like if they knew that, they might totally not tell him what they're gonna do. If they try to get her out.
Yeah, but they
If they
know that
don't
they're
know it though,
close.
they know that they're close. So they
Yeah.
might, if they really want to get Eva out, they might just have to leave him out of discussion. And if she gets voted out,
Yeah.
like that's sad. And I'm sure he'll be bummed, but maybe it'll free him up to like
Maybe that's when
play
he
a
turns
better
evil,
game.
an evil game.
Right?
Because right now
That's his
he's kind of playing the
villain
good
origin
guy.
story.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, his villain origin story. All right, so that was the Purple Tribe. So now we're getting into the challenge. This is the next thing.
yeah, okay. Mhm.
So the challenge comes in. The tribes walk in and see Kyle's gone. It's the collar and blindfolded challenge. There's one collar and everyone else is
I love this one.
blindfolded. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're playing for immunity and reward. They get like the hammocks and the tarps on this one.
yeah,
So they have to get three keys, unlock a puzzle, and do a slide puzzle blindfolded with the
blindfolded.
collar
Yeah.
as well. I noticed that two players were tied to each other and one player was solo. I don't
Mhm.
even know how they chose that because
I don't know either, but like
I don't
right off the
know.
bat, Joe was first and he was the
Yeah.
solo blindfolded person and he just like went straight there. Like he did such a good job.
Yeah, he
And
did.
then
He
I mean
like
the per
beelined
you
it,
know,
right. He like memorized it. He just kind of went like this and like memorized it and like went like this
right.
and then went douche like super
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did
So
a
that's
really good
kind of
job.
it's a good
And
little strategy actually for
I kind
that.
of thought the rest of his team members though, the other because it was Star and Thomas that were blindfolded together, I think. And they just like were kind of derpy about it. A lot of the couples like that were derpy.
I don't even remember Star and
But
Thomas because they didn't do anything. I
yeah,
remember Mary.
yeah, Mary was a
Why
solo
am I hand?
person.
Oh shoot, it's actually look, it's like making me raise my hand. Lower hand, please. No, but I remember Mary. Do you remember Mary?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she couldn't hear anything,
Oh, here?
apparently. Yeah. Well, because Cedric would be like, go this way, go that way. And she's just like, la, la, la. And also,
Yeah, and she like drifted
Sai
off.
definitely doesn't know her directions because
Oh, yeah.
Cedric would be like, left, left. And then right in her ear, Justin would be like, turn left. And she'd be like, right. And like, anyways, that was hard to watch.
Yeah, that was hard to watch. But she would like turn
And I didn't know
around
I,
and like look at him like she knew where she was. It was weird. I was like, what is she doing turning around?
yeah. And I don't know why Justin didn't take more control because he could hear Cedric. So just like yank her along, just be like, let's go, like, I
Justin,
don't know.
take control over what? Dude, oh my God. This, anyway,
Yeah.
we'll get to him. Yeah, good joke, Lisa. Take control. Anyway, yeah, I have Sai isn't listening. Mary walks off into nowhere land. David smashes his head and his balls twice.
Yes.
So yeah, purple comes in first, and orange comes in second, and then green goes to tribal, right?
Yep.
Oh no, but then this is when they have to make the decision to go on that journey.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bianca is going. From what team was she on? Purple?
Purple.
So they chose Bianca to go. I wonder why.
Yeah. Well, and it seemed like the green team, is that right? They got to choose who was going places. But no, what am I thinking?
No, the purple team got to choose everything because they
Oh,
won.
right. That's right. Oh
But
yeah,
that
yeah.
wasn't
Okay.
even
So
said at the beginning of the challenge. So I'm like, whoa, where's this coming from? Okay.
yeah, they kind of edited that out because all of a sudden she was picked and then she
Yeah.
picked everyone else. So that
Yeah. And
happened
she
before
goes,
that.
Bianca chooses, and then she chooses. It could have been her whole tribe that chooses, but she exclusively looked like she chose, she says, Pizza Man and
Hmm.
Camilla.
Hmm.
And then Justin, it has like this one little thing of Justin. He says that it's not good for his game to go. And yeah, bro, it is not good for his game.
Yeah.
I think that's his demise, him losing his vote at this journey.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hmm.
And he really wasn't around camp as much during that to for all the discussions and other things.
Yeah,
And there
but
really
even if he
wasn't much
was,
discussion because it was just and the funny thing about after the challenge too is that they all go back to their camps. Well, sorry, not the challenge, but um
oh,
wasn't
from
it
the
Mary
journey?
who yeah, the journey.
No, it's
So they come back
Bianca.
from the challenge. They know that they're going to tribal, right?
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
green team.
Yeah, so it's green and
And
Mary's at the bottom. Oh yeah, and
right, and
she's
Mary,
cool as a cucumber. Uh-huh.
yeah, she just
It's,
decides to like go for a swim,
mm-hmm.
just be really chill, and Sai like eats it up. She's like freaking out. She's like, why is she so chill? Why isn't she worried? Does she have an idol? She must know something I don't know. And she's just like losing her mind. Meanwhile, Mary's over in the water, just like la la la, having a
Yeah.
great time.
Yeah, it
So I
looked
thought that
so
was really
nice.
funny.
It
It did
was.
look nice.
Oh my gosh, that's what I would
So
do too. I know, but
it was
Mary is
really
playing
like a
it
good
so good
play.
with that.
Yeah.
Like just not giving a fuck, like not giving a shit, makes
Yeah.
Sai go crazy.
Yeah.
Like
It's
it's
true.
so funny.
It is
She's like she
funny.
should be scrambling. I'd feel better if she was scrambling. Like really?
Mhm.
Like oh my gosh. Okay. She's
Yeah.
crazy. She just knows like this is how it should be. I don't know, it's just weird. She has such a weird personality about this. And
Mhm.
but Mary has a weird personality too. But it's just
Yeah.
really interesting to watch them. Anyway, so
Hmm.
then Cedric and Sai talk about the vote coming up because Sai's like worried and she's being all chaotic and she wants to split the vote. And Cedric always seems unsure about everything, is just like, says some nonsense words to her, and then it's kind of dropped. And Sai is just so sure that Mary has something, which is so
Hmm.
funny because it's like she
Yeah.
manifests like what happens. Like,
Yeah. I know she would have been more chill, but I do think it's funny at the tribal because, well, we can talk about that was a crazy tribal. Like, I don't think
oh
I've
yeah.
seen one that happened that way.
No, nothing has ever
Um,
happened like that. It's crazy.
yeah. So that
But we
was
have to get to
really
the journey.
interesting.
So the
Oh yeah,
journey
the journey.
was Justin, Bianca, and Camilla. They go their three separate ways. They have
Hmm.
dice, flames and skulls, and they have to get all the flames to win. If they get skulls, they lose, whatever. And the only one who wins is Camilla. And Bianca and Justin are both lose their vote. So Camilla actually has two votes now. She has an
Hmm.
extra vote.
Hmm.
So that's kind of cool. Then they get
Yeah.
to their tribals, or they get back to those three get back to their tribes, and Camilla goes in and just tells everyone, no
Yeah.
secrets, no nothing. Everyone's so happy. Everyone applauds her, just like when Mitch did it. And she wanted
Right.
to do it because Mitch did it like that. She said that.
Yeah. And everyone's been so
So,
honest with each other on their tribe. She didn't want to
yeah.
like suddenly start
But she could
being
have
the one
just
that does
came
it.
in and just, I don't know, whatever. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm like, really? Just because everyone did it? Everyone, okay. All right, that's how we're playing that. Bianca comes in and lies because she's embarrassed.
Yeah.
And
But
the
she
only
does
one,
confide in Thomas, which is a mistake.
yeah, yeah, Thomas keeps his secrets. I also have, is he a little evil with a question mark?
Yes.
And then
He's a little devious.
Justin, and then Justin comes in, tells a lie, tells like this weird, rambunctious story that is really hard to follow. And Cedric and Sai just like can't even follow it. Cedric can't follow anything. So weird. And um I don't know. Cedric tells Justin that Sai may vote for him, so that like raises his alarm. So now he's acting all weird at tribal because of that. I don't know.
Hmm.
Just like these weird personalities all come together. They all need to kind of go. All right. And then that's it. Now we're at tribal. And they come
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
and it starts with Mary and Sai and how much they respect each other.
Yeah, that was weird all of a sudden because they never
Hmm.
talked about that before. But
Hmm.
suddenly they were like, we
We
really
love each
respect each
other. We
other's
we
name.
respect each other. It was like it
Yeah, I
was
was
really
like,
weird because I think Sai was being kind of like catty to her because Sai like because that's how she treats people who are kind of leaving. She kind of gets
mhm.
all, oh, okay, bye. Like,
Yeah.
and I think that's what it was. Like, I respect you. I respect your
Hmm.
game, and you're gonna lose. Like,
Yeah.
kind of like that.
Yeah.
And then Mary's like, I respect you too. Thank you for respecting my, whatever she probably said.
Right.
So that's what that it sounded like, just blah blah blah, very catty and like back and forth, like so annoying. And then Mary kind of like says something and one ups her, and then it kind of gets quiet.
Hmm.
Because Mary does have like the upper intellectual, I think, hand on this.
Yeah.
So then they vote, and Mary plays her shot in the dark, and Cy freaks out,
Yep.
and her vote is safe. So Mary
Yeah.
is
I was like
safe.
so excited about that. Yeah.
I know.
That was awesome.
That was great. I was happy. I was like,
Yeah.
yes, shut the hell up, Cy.
Yeah.
So Sai's like freaking out and like her eyes get all big and she can't even sit down. And Jeff says there's only two votes and they were both for Mary and that was it. So I think it went right over Sai's head that there was only two votes and that Justin didn't vote.
Hmm.
And Cedric too. Cedric didn't catch it. So then they have to revote.
Yeah.
And they can vote for anyone except Mary. And the votes are Justin and Sai. And there's only two
Yep.
votes. And
And we
then no
know
one
that
said
Cedric voted for
anything.
Sai. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they revote again. And you can only vote for Sai or Justin. And
Hmm.
Jeff reveals Justin has no vote and hasn't been voting at all. So that's when he actually, Jeff had to say something. And Sai
Yeah.
is finally surprised, like, oh, what?
Yeah.
You've been
Yeah.
betraying me this whole time? Like,
Yeah. But I liked how Cedric kept doubling down and just kept voting for her.
hmm.
Like,
So that was
because
the
like
first time. And then they
yeah.
revote, and Justin doesn't vote. Sai has to vote Justin, and Cedric either has to vote, and then he votes for frickin' Sai again. So basically, Cedric voted for Sai twice,
Hmm.
right?
Yep.
Okay, so then Jeff has to pull up a chair real close to them and say, okay, Cedric, um, you're the only one who has a say. You're the only one.
Yeah.
So Cedric has to be under pressure.
So he has to choose. He basically just gets to
Yeah.
choose who goes
And
home. And if
yeah,
he
he gets to
refuses
choose.
to, then he'll go home.
Oh,
You
really?
can't make it. That's what Jeff said. If you can't decide between Justin and Sai, then you're gonna go home.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So, and this is why I was so disappointed in Cedric because he had doubled down on getting out Sai on all of his votes.
Mm-hmm.
And at the last minute, like he
Mm-hmm.
lets freaking stupid Sai like do her little crocodile tears. Meanwhile, Justin's like so chill and nice, and he's like, "There's always gonna be a place for you at DiMaggio's Pizza, whatever it's called,
Yeah.
Luigi's."
God, I know.
And I was like, "Oh,
Luigi's.
that's so nice," And then Sai's like, "I just can't believe it," and I'm like,
He's a liar. Yeah.
Yeah." I'm like, first of all, yeah, it's just so
Yeah.
I was really disappointed in Cedric's
Cedric
vote.
was
And then he
so
was like,
wishy-washy. So
he was, and
annoying.
then he's like, the only way that you can stay, Sai, is if you make up with Mary. And they're like, yeah, of course. Yeah, we love each other, like holding hands. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah. And
uh,
then at the end, freaking Sai's like crying and stuff. And Mary kind of like
yeah,
pats her back and she goes, thanks,
yeah,
Mary.
thank
I'm
you,
like, oh
Mary.
my
Yeah.
gosh. I want to put
So
them
this
both on a timeout.
these
They're
are my
so
predictions
annoying.
for how well, and you know what? It actually doesn't even matter now because as we see in the preview after this, after the tribal,
Yeah.
they're gonna merge, not merge, but they're gonna go from three teams to two. So
Good. Good.
basically,
Good.
which is good, because I was gonna say if they didn't do that and it was still the three of them on that team, I
They
could either
have to,
see Sai and Cedric teaming up on Mary, or Sai would start confiding in Mary against Cedric because she's pissed that Cedric voted against her. So
or Mary
that
and
that could have gone,
Cedric
yes, or
against
that.
Sai. It could have been anything.
So,
I think
but
they should
I
have
guess
let
it's
them.
all a non-issue now, but
They should just leave them out there and just do a little reality show of just those three.
right? Right? I'm excited to see what it's going to be like for Sai to be on a new team
Me
because she's
too.
suddenly going to have to like her personality is going to be introduced to other people that she hasn't had to work with this whole time who are gonna and everyone else is pretty chill. I feel like on every other tribe, they're not there's really
Hmm.
not another Sai
No, there
personality.
isn't. There isn't. Yeah,
So I feel like she's gonna start rubbing people the wrong way
she
for
is.
sure. Like
She.
she's gonna show up and be intense and crazy and bossy,
Hmm.
and people are not gonna like
She
it.
might be the first one out actually at the merge.
Yeah.
Is that the next episode? It's not the merge, it's just two.
It's not the yeah,
She might be
dropping
the
from
first
three
one
to two
out
teams.
because if she goes to a new tribe and yeah,
Hmm.
dude, a sigh. What did we even, let's do our predictions because we basically went through the whole thing. What did we predictions? Okay. Both losing. Last week you thought Mary or Sai would be going out, but it
Yeah,
actually was Justin. We were both wrong.
I know.
So that means we're at a -2.
Yes.
Dude, I thought it would either be Mary or Star.
I know it keeps being like, and now it's gonna be really hard to guess. I For my prediction, my number one, I think is going to be Sai, just because I think she's going to rub people really the wrong way. My
Yeah.
second is going to be Eva, if
Okay.
there's enough people on purple left that want to get her out. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
if Joe and Eva end up being split up after this team switch, then like their pact is like a non-issue unless they both make it to the merge, you know? So
Yeah. Oh, those ones are good. Those are good predictions.
yeah.
I think Sai's a good one. I think I'm gonna go with Sai too for my first one, but I'm gonna stick with Star for my second
Okay.
because
Yeah,
I
and she
think,
still hasn't gotten that thing open. I'm
yeah,
like, oh gosh.
yeah, and they'll flush that. They'll get a new idol if they get rid of her. So
Mhm.
yeah, all right.
Yeah,
That was a good episode, though.
it was good.
That
I
was a
really
good
liked it.
one.
It did
Yeah.
not go where I thought it would, but it was such a good tribal. I also like the challenge a lot because I think that challenge is hilarious every time they do it.
Yeah. Oh,
So I
I
was
feel
glad.
so bad for people that are running into things though.
I
I would
know.
hate to be any, I would hate to be the caller. I would hate to be blindfolded and running through and
Mm,
getting my shins all bruised up. No way.
I know.
I would hate that. Would you play?
It
What
was
would you want
rough.
to be? Would you want to be a blindfold or would you want to
Um,
be a
I think I would want to
caller?
be the solo blindfolded person, like
Mm,
Joe, because then
yeah.
no one's yanking me around. I'm not dragging anyone, and I'm more in
Yeah.
control, you
I'd be
know.
like Mary, just going real slow, just wandering around. You know, it's
Yeah. But Joe was smart because he kept his hands like he stayed low and he kept his hands way further out than his body. So
well,
they would
yeah,
hit something before his legs did,
yeah, but
which
he
was
did
so
have a really
smart.
big head crack at one point. I thought we were gonna get some medical calling for those head
I know,
cracks.
like the one dude, yeah, I was
Gross.
telling Jeremiah about that other guy
David,
like several seasons ago that dove under the
mm,
very first episode. He dove under the
Bruce,
thing and hit his head. Yeah, Bruce.
yeah,
And he
yeah,
ended up getting medically removed, didn't he? I think
yeah,
like the
yeah.
next episode or later that same
This that
episode.
same episode as episode one.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
always a
he,
bummer.
yeah, but then he came back the very next season.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. But then I think he still got eliminated pretty quickly.
I
Like he
think he
still
made
didn't
it. I
last,
think he
right?
made it to merge, but he didn't. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm
maybe merge. I don't know. Anyway,
glad he got to come back. That's nice.
yeah. Well, that was a fun episode, Lisa.
Yeah,
Can't wait for
definitely.
episode 3 next week.
Four.
I'm sorry. 4.
It
Here's my hand. How come it's not doing it?
doesn't do
Oh,
that to me.
you have to, as a timed thing. How? Yeah.
Oh, I see it now. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Sorry, guys. Episode 4. Will it do it for 4? Oh, wait. Maybe I have
Yeah,
to
what
lower
if you don't
hand.
know? What if you have no thumb?
What if it, will it do this? Nah. Just the hand. All right, that's cool.
That's funny.
All right,
Yeah, I'm super excited for the next episode, and
me
I'm
too.
excited to see what the new teams are going to be. Is that
Me too.
really going to shake up the social element? I'm just excited to see what happens.
Yes. Okay. Well, until
All
next time,
right.
Lisa.
Until next time, try to survive out there.
I will try. I'll try very hard.